Rico here. You guys, I hope you're doing well. Let's get into the topic for today. But before that, be sure to subscribe if you want to see me rant aimlessly about different topics pertaining to East Asian pop culture as well as other current events. Turn on your notification bells so that you can see me rant on and on and on. In kind of a funny comedic matter, as well as me also being serious and also dropping knowledge here and there. So China is going viral in the internet streets and have been going viral for these certain instances for a while. And it has to do with being public disturbances. And you might think, how? We're talking about a culture that is known for having yin and yang, for being calm, somewhat, I guess. Yeah, we're just gonna say they're calm in a lot of situations. That's their culture. They believe in the herbs and the teas and just tranquility. However, there have been many instances where there have been people just flying off the rails and going crazy to the point of 190 degrees of heat of the cray cray. And it has to do with just people feeling like that they're entitled to something and they should get their way. And it has to do a lot with a lot of the staff and maybe people that work in these certain establishments and then also the customers. But it's a two-way street. It's on both sides. I have looked, and during my research before doing this video, I've seen people just, it's like, you're not okay. You can't be all the way there. So this sparked all of this because recently there was an incident in a tourist shop where people went in there because they wanted to look around and see if they wanted to buy something. Maybe they didn't want to buy something. Who really knows? And so they started asking for prices, and the man that owns the shop is gonna say, why are you asking me about prices? Are you all poor? Y'all must be poor. What, you gonna ask for prices and then not buy anything? Sir, excuse me? I'm the customer. I do what I please. That's what I would have said. So this ends up on Chinese social media. Everybody weighs in on it. This man is going off, calling her a poor ghost. I've never heard nobody be called a poor ghost. You so poor that you see through. Can't see you. Can reach through you. You ain't have no type of money. Don't have no savings account. Don't have no bank account. Don't have no 401k. Don't have no retirement. Don't have nothing. Like, you so old. You about to go into the grave. You see through. You don't have no type of money to be put away. No tombstone money. No cremation money. No nothing. I've never heard nobody be called a poor ghost. Who does that? I would have been like, you calling me something that like nobody is called. What? Really? And so the woman hears it. She's like, you're insulting me. And you know, and then her boyfriend, brother, who knows, every man in China is like an uncle or a brother to people. You know, they start filming and they're like going back and forth, and the man is like, you're not buying anything, so you poor. You gotta buy something. How am I gonna buy something to decide I wanna buy something if I don't know the price? Make it make sense. Please make it make sense. I have to be in one of them old Chinese fantasy novels because this is not okay. Like, what are you doing? You don't talk to your customers like that, whether they buy something or not. You are there to answer their questions. So, you know, the interwebs weighed in on that, and they're like, we must be poor ghosts too, because we're gonna be asking for prices as well. And so they ended up like jumping all over this man. He came out and he apologized and said that he was just having a bad day. Keep your bad days and your bad vibes and your emotions to yourself when you are doing business. Nobody deserved that. That woman did not deserve that. Nobody deserved that in this shop. It is sad that I've looked and there are multiple situations of this happening to people going around different parts of China, where there are people that just feel like that you're supposed to buy something, and if you don't, they're gonna insult you, and like really go in and insult you too, like burst a vein in your head trying to insult somebody. I've seen people that cursing the customers out, cursing the tourists out, telling them about everything and their mother and all about their family members and what they're going to do. And then what happens is they end up getting their permits taken away. And it's just like, you could have kept all of that to yourself and kept your shop and kept having business and just kept your mouth closed. Why would you go and waste all your energy doing all that on something that obviously is going to lead you to not have any type of money? Customers in there, and if they don't buy, you move on to the next one. But then there have been multiple situations, even on the customer side of things, where they've been acting crazy like they're entitled to something. And it's like, you do know that you're affecting everyone around you in an establishment, right? You look crazy. You're ruining people's days. You're ruining your own day. People are quick in this society, no matter where you are in the world, to pull out a camera and film you. If you're acting crazy, they're gonna film you. If you feel like that you should be taking pictures of an animal that's clearly behind a borderline and behind security, but you want to go and fight security to take a picture of that said animal, you're gonna be seen as a crazy mofo.
拍上，我拍吧。那你怎么这么讨嫌了？我拍上得了。是不是还小碰碰的？我就拍一个照片了。你别碰我，你不想让你试试不行吗？你不要碰我。我今天买了门票的，我拍个照片怎么了？可以看，但是这狮子是保护动物，我就拍个照啊！往后看。你是不是我把你曝光出来？不好意思。我就拍个视频怎么了？他这么小看怎么了？ 保护动物就是保护动物，你不能靠近它。
If you are arguing with somebody because you cut the line and you feel like that you're gonna start cursing at this person, and the staff member is telling you calmly, you know, to go back to the back of the line and do what you're supposed to do, but you mean that you're going to still point at them and curse them out and, you know, really try to give them a run for their money, and everyone is just kind of standing there like, what? You gonna go on a crazy mofo list.
人家都没说啥，你凭啥说呀？
我就瞅你这不排队的人，我就来气，你知不知道？
我不是招忙吗？我瞅你干
你别跟我说话了，离我远点啊！要10点13就是1等座，2等座没有。你不排队，我告诉你已经很不错了啊！别跟我说了，行不行？我耽误这么多人呢。是有座吗？要点脸啊！自尊点啊！
If you're stopping a train from taking off because your significant other is not on the train, and you know that the train is supposed to pull off at a certain time, and your significant other is not there, that's your significant other's fault. You need to be hitting up on your significant other, not on the train conductor and the train staff and trying to pull the door open. You look crazy. 'Cause I'm gonna be honest with you, a certain part of me, even though I try to stay docile and nice and classy, I probably would have taken my foot and kicked you out of the door.
这关门了！你另外电话
这么多人都等你啊！谁给门的啊？
那你下去。
我这懂不了我了。
然后要等4管制司机，你再等一下车门。
干嘛呀？干嘛呀？出去！
出去！快点！
进来！小心酒，小心酒。
Because you are making me delayed. You're making me late over being selfish. And that's the whole thing when people are selfish and then want to get mad when you're ruining my day, you're inconveniencing me, and then I'm selfish back to you. Then you want to be mad and in your feelings. No, you brought this on yourself. Yeah, I'm going to be selfish back to you. I'm going to say, police, take them away. Get them. I have things to do. Everyone else has everything going on in their lives. You have something going on, but you have no right to feel like that you going bat Super Saiyan and feeling like that you screaming and falling in the floor and attacking people and cursing people out is acceptable. Because it never is. And the only thing you're going to do is end up being arrested. Or worse, you might run into somebody that either will knock you down in the floor or will hold you down until the police comes and gets you. Why? Because everyone wants to have a fun time. Everyone wants to be able to prosper in a certain environment without dealing with you and your problems. Nobody wants to overhear you fussing at somebody, trying to degrade somebody, trying to constantly just project your own insecurities and your own troubles onto somebody. And like I said, it goes both ways. It's very much a two-way street. It could be the staff, it could be the customer, it could be the visitors, it could be anybody. But it's never to the point where it calls for you all to be going at it and hurling insults at each other. Because the best thing for you to do is to leave. And even if you run into an employee that is mean to you, that's disrespectful, it's always best even in that situation to keep your cool. Because if you say something back and you engage, you're making the situation way bigger. And yeah, it becomes a viral moment. But then still, you're a part of that situation. And you're helping to make the situation bigger than what it needs to be. And you're also making that said person who has an attitude become more and more angry. And you really don't want to do that. I don't like fighting people. I don't like arguing with people. I get tired, you guys. When I have big arguments with people, I am exhausted. I'm not the type of person, I don't like negativity. I don't like any of that stuff. Because it makes me so drained. Oh my goodness, it makes me so drained. Even sometimes when I'm like next to somebody and they're arguing and like they're really going at it, we talking like vein popping out the side of their neck and they're like, you said, and it's just like, please go and like take a pill or something, go to sleep. I don't know, drink some tea or something. Drink yourself to sleep. Do something. Go take some deep breaths. You know, go and count back from 10 and like calm down, deep breaths. I just don't have time for it. I don't want to hear it. I feel like that's something that needs to be kept to yourself, kept in between your family members and your significant other and who else. Let them deal with that. When you out in public and you are disturbing the peace of the public, that just return to sender. Keep that at home. Keep that behind closed doors. I don't want no parts of that. These situations that I've been seeing are sad, and it's sad that we're seeing it displayed and that there are multiple examples online that, you know, are happening, and then Chinese people are seeing this, and it's just kind of like, well, dang, Like, we can't get rid of the cray-cray for nothing. Like, the cray-cray cannot be escaped. Do you think that you go into China and all the crazy stuff that's happening with America and everywhere else, and people, like, fighting people in public places and all that, and you see all these, like, hood videos online? No, they do it in China, too. They do it in Japan, too. They do it in South Korea, too. They do it in, Thailand, too. You ain't getting away. Your best bet is just, you see something brewing, you say, nope, not me, and run in the other direction as fast as you can and protect your positive energy, you all. Because otherwise, you gonna be swooped up in that whirlwind of stupid mess. Follow my social media, mostly my Instagram. Also for blog New Station Pop Culture. The link is always down in the description box below. And remember, be real, stay real, live in the real. And I will always be back. Thank you guys for watching. Put below how you feel about all this, all the examples, how you feel about this happening in Chinese culture. What are your experiences with this, if you've had any? Have you been in a public disturbance before where you're just like, oh my god, I want to go home? Put below. I'll see you in the next video.